Hey party people, welcome back. It's Emily, and I've realized recently that I don't really vlog inside that much. Like normally when I'm vlogging, I'm out at like Lego stores or Target, Walmart, whatever. So I figured I would do something a little bit different today. I have a ton of stuff that I want to build, including these flowers, and I've talked about them a little bit already, but like I actually really like them. They kind of remind me of like bathroom art, but like in the best way possible. There's all these different like designs on them, so I'll be working on this. But while I'm doing this, Ross is working on something of his own. He's over here learning about, what are you doing?
I'm reading up a little bit about the Republic gunship and its ordnance, and I'm a little frustrated because there's a scene in episode 2,
Attack of the Clones, where they're chasing Count Dooku and his speeder, and Anakin's like, shoot him down! And then the pilot's like, we're out of rockets! But I'm looking at the weapons here. It has 3 anti-personnel turrets, 2 mass driver missile launchers, 4 composite beams, and 8 light air-to-air rockets. Now, to be fair, they did shoot off the rockets at the spires that were lifting off. However, you got a whole bunch of other ordnance on this thing, and they're like, nah, sorry, we can't shoot Count Dooku. It would ruin the movie if we just killed him right now. I don't know, I feel like they could have done better about that.
it's the Republic gunship, not the Republic rocket ship, you know?
So yeah, that's what Ross is working on right now. So anyways, I think it's time to open up my art set. I'm really excited.
You're gonna cut yourself again?
No, I'll be careful. So I never told you guys about the horror story with the scissors recently. I cut my finger pretty badly. You can't really see it anymore, thankfully. But yeah, that was like really scary. We were actually working on our new Lego Star Wars guest room, which I'll show you guys in a little bit. And we had some of our friends over. We had Claire, the plastic architect, Sans, Gutter Chicken, and Josh from Josh Builds Stuff. They were over and they were super sweet to help us like build this new furniture. And I was also kind of eager to get started, so I grabbed the scissors and I just started like going at it, like opening all these like big furniture boxes, and it just like cut my finger open. There was like a lot of blood. I was scared. Claire got me a Pikachu Band-Aid and that made everything better.
There's blood on the floor, blood on the carpets. It was the very first thing Emily opened. Right after I told her, hold on, I'm gonna grab a knife. Oh, is this the new art set?
Yeah, look at that.
Oh man.
So this is kind of weird, like on the instructions, check that out. It's like totally different. Actually, they started looking a little bit like weirder, so check this out. Like, just like the new white background, and I actually have heard, like someone commented recently that it's because they're switching over to paper bags instead of plastic bags for like the pieces inside the set.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like supposed to match more and like kind of be like cohesive or whatever. I just think it looks kind of weird. So
Who said that? Did Lego say that, or just
no,
someone
it
in
was
the
just
comments?
someone in the comments.
So it's just speculation.
Yeah, we're speculating.
Nah, I mean, like my speculation has been that maybe they're just trying to make it a little bit cheaper by not printing all that color, and hopefully that passes on to us as a consumer.
This is what I want to do. Okay, so Ross has a Lego Star Wars guest room. Again, we're gonna show you guys in a second, but like, oh my gosh, look how cool that looks. Like imagine that going like up and down our stairs for decoration. That would look so cool.
Oh yeah, that would look really nice.
So yeah, here's another close-up. That is cool. I want that. I might go purchase like 11 more of this. This was sent from Land and Lego, by the way. Thank you, Lego. But yeah, I definitely want to purchase a few more of these. That's like so fun because like it has all these different like color swaps you can do. So yeah, I might have to convince Ross to let me add some color into his Lego Star Wars room. It turned out very nicely in the past. But seriously, aren't these like super pretty? Anyways, what are you doing, Ross? What are you even doing?
I think I'm gonna start on the Justifier. This is the one that comes with the Cad Bane. I'm really excited about this. Again, Lego sent this to us early, and we really appreciate it. I'm really excited about this set. This is actually my first Cad Bane, and I'm stoked to get Toto and Omega finally.
Toto, like from Wizard of Oz?
Yeah, Toto from Wizard of Oz.
Oh, I love that dog.
But
oh, sorry. Was I interrupting your story? Okay.
hey, but before we get started, why don't we go ahead and show everybody our Lego room?
You want to do that?
Our
okay.
other Lego
Okay,
room.
yeah. I want to hear their thoughts too. Let's go check it out. It actually looks so good in here. The lighting is not great, but we're working on it. We are working on it.
I just finished building Obi Wan and Darth Vader visit the Nacho Cheese Factory. It's actually got some decent play features in it. My favorite / least favorite, because it's super messy, is when you shoot the nacho cheese out. Kind of weird.
I don't like loose pieces like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a weird one. And then it comes with this Nedby figure, which is really cool. It's actually one piece, other than there's room for this printed element in the back,
nice.
right? So it has that. So it's a very interesting new mold that we got. And even the torso is pretty weird. That's kind of cool. I mean, that's probably the best part about this set. I finally have a Darth Vader with arm printing, which is really nice. I think for $50 though, I'm gonna recommend a hard pass. Try to get this at least 40, maybe 35, if you could. I will say, like, actually seeing the set in person, it's really not the worst. It's just not for $50. And my other kind of gripe is I like that you can like kind of fight like this. It kind of reminds me of the 2005 Mustafar duel. But I wish there was like, like a way to spin it from here, like Technic spinny things. That way you can put it across the table and your friend can spin it. And they like fought each other that way. That would make the set just a little bit better for me. That's pretty much it. So set.
I feel like it's not that bad. Just like the price tag on it is ridiculous. The figures are good. The playability, like I see what they're going for, but yeah. $50 is a little bit too much for that.
I think it's a bit too much. But.
Yeah.
Okay guys, so check this out. So this is our little Lego Star Wars display. We haven't had too much time. It's only been about a week since we put this up. And we had some help from some of our really good friends. But let me open this for you. So one thing I really wanted to do is
so bougie.
I know, right? I'm so sick of dealing with dust. I wanted to get these glass cases to really show off. Also, I just feel like I have a lot of Lego from my youth, and I really just wanted to like give it the respect it deserves. And so I've been working on having these like different mocks in every level is what I want to do. So there was Scarif, and this will be Kashyyyk, this will be Tatooine. And different levels of this will have different things. There's some tanks there, and then there's nothing really yet. I think I want to make a little Utapau mock now that I finally have my Phase 2 Cody. And then there's Geonosis and more Geonosis. So we'll figure something out with all of this.
Yeah,
and
we'll
then
do something cool with this. The UCS Croc.
UCS Croc, yeah. And then here's the Inquisitor Ship. We still need to make a review on this one. This one's an interesting ship. I like it, but it's, it comes with 3 good Inquisitors. I brought out the Rebels version of the Inquisitor to kind of compare to it. I will say it's a little bit of a fragile build. I think it looks great. It's going to look terrible if you leave it out, though, because it's just going to get dusty. We got the gunship there. That one has been really a pain to kind of display anywhere, so the only way I could get it to display on this is like putting it at that weird angle because the wing is so big. But it's not the worst. I'm kind of okay with how it looks. I want to build a mock on every level. It'll be 2 base plates for every single level. And yeah, give me some suggestions of some different things you want to see.
Yeah, please let us know in the comments. Like, we need help. Help us make this really cool. We want to do lighting as well. Like, Ross has a really good idea of putting like 2 little spotlight things up on the top of each shelf. I think each shelf, right? Mm-hmm. It wouldn't just be on the top.
Yeah, every shelf will have its own light.
Yeah, so that'll just help a lot because it is kind of dark in here. Obviously, like even just like this video quality, it's a lot darker than I would like working with, and especially for like having a cool display, having more lights and LEDs even would look really cool in here. But then do you want to show us what's going on in your little corner?
Yeah, so again, this is my little man cave room. So this is where I build, this is where I watch Star Wars and Lord of the Rings. This is my little shrine to Lego lifestyle. Check this out.
I love this.
Yes.
This is like my dream to have something like this. We have the bonsai tree, the Stratocaster, the Bird of Paradise, the Beatles. I actually just picked this one up and I was like gonna send it to my dad for Father's Day, but I decided to get him something different because I just really liked it so much. I've been like waiting to find it. I finally found it and I just couldn't let it go. The sunflowers up there, the helmet that we bought at Galaxy's Edge at Hollywood Studios at Disney World, and yeah, and then all of Ross's records over here. There's a lot, but the best part is Stranger Things. We've been listening to Stranger Things, like building Lego recently, and that's been a lot of fun. Ooh, do you want to show them the art I made you?
Oh yeah, so
I like painting inspirational quotes.
One time Emily asked me what my favorite Star Wars quote was, and I was like, "You're nobody," and then she's like, "Okay." So she painted this for me. So this is a true act of love. She painted the "You're Nobody" sign for me.
I just was very inspired. I think I painted this like sometime during 2020, during COVID. I was like, I was laid off, the whole spiel, how the channel started. And he wanted me to paint him something inspirational, so "You're Nobody." But I don't know, Ross, what do you think? I'm thinking for like the flower art, we could do a whole collage on this wall. I think it'll really contrast well with the Star Wars, the gray and pokey, with flower art. What are your thoughts?
I know you're kind of teasing me, but I actually like the idea. I really like it. Yeah, I was a big fan of that flower art, all the colors in it. I'm really excited to see what you end up building with it. And it looks like it comes with enough pieces that you can make another one maybe, potentially.
Back to my Lego office. I'm just really excited to build the flowers. Wow, and the lighting is just so much better in here already. This is so good. Oh, and also one more thing before we do start building, I have a ton of boxes over here, and there's like just so much that you can't even see. It's like a lot of boxes. I think like 80 packages I wrapped up recently. But yeah, that's all getting mailed out soon. I did an auction on Whatnot. It was a charity auction benefiting the survivors from the Uvalde school shooting. And I don't have like an exact tally yet of how much we raised, but it's like roughly around the $4,000 mark. And I just can't believe it. Like, I don't know, I'm gonna get like emotional thinking about it, but like, yeah, this is so exciting. And so thank you so much to everyone who tuned in for that, who donated or purchased some Lego, because like 100% of proceeds are being donated to that. So Yeah, that was really exciting, really successful, so thank you everyone. All right, is it time to build some flowers and a Justifier?
Yeah.
Are you excited for this set?
I am. I'm really stoked on it. It's nice to have another way to get like Fennec Shan's helmet, even though it's in a set pretty much just as expensive as the last set that came with Fennec Shan's helmet. But it's nice to have more in the market. And then I'm really excited about this new Cad Bane figure. That's probably what I'm most excited about. I think this set's going to be a little bit of a pain to display because of, you know, just how wide and flat it is. So we'll see.
Ooh, the unboxing!
Oh boy.
Here's a little glimpse at the sticker sheets, as well as kind of the instructions. It's kind of hidden behind it, but I'm just so excited for a new Omega, or at least, like, rather finally getting an Omega minifigure. Like, that's such a big deal, and I'm kind of shocked that she wasn't included in the Bad Batch shuttle.
She wasn't in it. Like, when the Bad Batch shuttle was announced, the show hadn't even come out yet, and we didn't even know about her. So it makes sense.
That's fair.
I remember, too, being a little bit like, oh, how come Hunter. Why is Crosshair armor, like, different than the Clone Wars version of the Bad Batch? And now when you watch the show, obviously you understand why. So I get why they didn't have an Omega figure in it, and I'm glad they shoved it in the first chance they could for the next Bad Batch set. So it looks like this one has at least 6 bags in it. So just a fair warning. That's not bad. 6 bags isn't the worst.
I'm trying to determine which flower art I want to build. So, like, again, we have all these different ones here, and it's basically just color swaps. So, like, there's the 3 different types of patterns, and you just do color swaps to, you know, just mix it up a little bit. But I just don't know which one to do, and I'm nervous.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of like that
Oh,
one.
my God. That was the one I was looking at, too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
We've come to a decision. I think I'm going to build that one. I think it's really pretty, and it'll kind of look nice with the sunflowers in your room. That'll look really good. Okay, so I've already messed it up majorly. All the white ones there, they should be black, so that's going to be a pain to switch out. But it does actually look kind of, you know, looks like a flower so far, kind of. I'm, like, really bummed about having to, like, basically start over.
You got it.
Oh, this sucks. But in other news, Ross is doing pretty good. What you got there, Ross?
Yeah, so I'm almost done with the first bag from the new set, and these are the minifigures. So they start off really nice. Obviously, the best one, I think, is going to be Cad Bane.
Oh, that's
He
good. The
looks
silver
great.
on there.
Yeah, it's a very interesting one. So then it's silver on the back, and he has this new little, like, weird tube piece, but it looks really nice. It's actually rubbery. I wasn't expecting that. And he's got a lot of nice, like, silver print on the front. So this is a really cool figure. And there's the hat. And I can't tell if this is a new hat or not, but it's not as big as it is in the Clone Wars. We got another Hunter. It looks identical to the one we had before. And then we got Omega. Omega looks great. She's in handcuffs. But the thing I didn't notice before, she has really nice arm printing. Let me take that off. So she has the arm printing both there at the sleeve and at the shoulder. So that's super nice. I would love to see more arm printing like that on a lot more figures.
I don't think I've seen that before. That's really good.
Yeah, nothing like... Sorry, I just dropped it. Yeah, nothing like this. You don't really see that kind of arm print. Like the 501st Troopers would have really benefited from having a white arm and then a blue little print like that. That would have been awesome.
Oh, that would have looked really good, yeah.
So, maybe in 20 more years.
And actually a fun fact about these real quick. So this is the new brick separator for the dot sets. And I didn't realize I was doing it wrong until I saw a TikTok about it. But essentially, like, let me just kind of show you what I was doing. So what I used to do was kind of like that and like wedge underneath, and it like works well, but it just kind of goes flying everywhere. What you're supposed to do is like kind of get under it this way, and then they like hopefully, well, it doesn't really work, but they're supposed to like go into here so you can like catch them and then like dump them in there. It didn't really work that well, so I don't know what that means.
A for effort, Emily. Good job.
All right, so I've made some pretty good progress at this point. Here's kind of where I'm at. I like the color choice, so things are going pretty well, but Ross has some weird stuff going on with his set. Do you want to show us?
Yeah, so this is the weirdest thing. I guess it's technically not an illegal build technique because it's all tiles, but look at that. They want you to shove a tile in, and then they want you to put all these triangle tiles in. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. And there it is. So that's really interesting. Kind of looks like a hammer.
Yeah.
I feel like in general, this wave of LEGO Star Wars sets have been pretty good builds. The only one I really struggled with was the Inquisitor Ship because it was really flimsy on the outside. This ship is kind of, so far, I'm not too impressed with it, mostly because it's literally just gray bricks all around. And this just reminds me of how, like, when I was a kid, how I would build ships is just using a lot of gray. It almost looks like a U-boat for D-Day. Like, it comes, and then that comes down, and you can come out. And then one thing that really bothered me so far about the set is it comes with this little cargo hold where you're supposed to put, like, your thermal detonators. And apparently he has a lightsaber in that. Maybe he killed a Jedi in the past. But I don't like when they do this because, you know, it's a ship, and you're going to have it flying, and then, you know, it turns. And now you have thermal detonators and lightsabers flying around the cockpit. That just doesn't seem like a safe thing. So I'm gonna give it a 0 out of 10 OSHA certified.
Yeah, I mean, like with the friend sets too, like that's something they do a lot, is like all of these just like open containers. And I understand it, it's like better for playability, but I don't like that as much. Like I need things like secured down, because if it's just loose, I'm gonna lose it. It's just gonna go flying. All right, so this is taking a lot longer than I thought, and it's getting a little bit late. It's like 10:30, 11 at night, which for us is kind of late. But here's where my flowers are so far. Pretty cute. Pretty excited to see it done. And Ross has made some really good progress too, and he wants to show you guys.
Check it out, check it out. So this is the weird Justifier. The mechanics of this thing are pretty nuts. So I think eventually you'll get to be able to like spin this, and it'll like spin the whole thing, and some Technic work in action. So when it's in flying position, it does that, and when it's in landing position, it'll land like so. So that's a pretty cool like use of just some Technic arms there to cause that rotation.
So yeah, we're pretty tired. We're gonna go to bed, but I will continue working on this tomorrow.
Good night, crusty crew.